Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel where it's my opinion or no opinion at all. Scottalicious McFabulous here, and I'm so glad that you guys could join me today. And today, while we do the whole typical get ready with me / skincare routine shenanigans, we are talking about Harry Styles making an entrance on the Vogue cover, and he looks sickening. For those of you who have not seen the Vogue cover with Harry Styles on it, he is in a dress and he is breaking down gender normals. And I love to see it. I love to see a straight male artist finally in our day and age, like around my type of demographic. We don't have much of a big superstar really pushing that envelope for men everywhere. Really, though. Coming from somebody who has always been bullied and or looked down upon for using some women's clothing, I love to see Harry Styles rocking a dress on the cover of Vogue. Who's doing it like Harry Styles? Absolutely nobody. But real quick, I want to throw on this new L'Occitane lip balm. It is the Bergamot line. It is so nice. I love how subtle it is. It's a very subtle, citrusy type of flavoring, but I love it. So right now, I'm going to pull up the Vogue cover for you guys right now. As you guys can see, he is embracing the femininity and just loving himself for it. But there is a big concern, apparently, about Harry Styles doing this. There is a very vocal majority, I guess you could say, of people actually attacking Harry Styles' mental health and mental state for going on the cover of Vogue in a dress. And that's essentially what we're going to be talking about today. The fact that he's not mentally ill. He is not mentally ill at all for going on the cover of Vogue in a dress. What makes him mentally ill? There's nothing mentally ill with a man trying to break down the gender normals that society have literally ironed onto us. And there's nothing wrong with it. There is truly nothing wrong with it. Real quick, throw on some L'Occitane hyaluronic acid, essential water toner, skin preparation mist. And when I say people are getting really nasty towards Harry Styles on the internet, guys, I mean like absolutely nasty. No words. We're going to go through some of the comments that people are saying, and like, it is just so ugly. It is so ugly. Just because you have a slight taste for women's fashion doesn't make you no less of a man. And I'm here to tell y'all that it's okay. It's okay if you see a handbag or a pair of women's shoes that you like, but you can't get because they're not for men. They're not for men. You can still get them. You can still indulge yourself. Like, there's tons of things in my wardrobe that most people wouldn't even guess are actually women's, because it's like, I don't care. There's no barrier between men's and women's clothing for me personally. So for Harry Styles to be doing this, for a straight man in the music industry to be finally doing this, to be pushing this boundary that so few men have actually done before. So like back then we had like Prince and such, David Bowie, they were pushing the envelope back then. But today, we don't have that. We don't have that. And I'm so grateful that we have Harry Styles finally stepping up to that plate and actually delivering. And it just makes me happy. I have always struggled. I have always struggled with people just being rude to me, talking down to me, bullying me. Just even my own, like, flesh and blood. They'll be like, you do realize that's women's, right? And I'm like, yeah, so what? So what? You're gonna sue me for it? There's nothing wrong with it. And people look at you like you have 10 heads. Back then, it was okay. Why is it not okay now? Like, even in the 80s, men were wearing crop tops all over the place. Johnny Depp. Yeah, justice for Johnny Depp. He was wearing crop tops in Nightmare on Elm Street, and he looked damn fine. He looked damn fine, and he's a straight man. He's a straight man, but he's not afraid to cross over and adopt things. Adopting pieces of women's fashion into your own wardrobe to make it your own doesn't make you mentally ill. You're just breaking down that barrier that people have for literally centuries and eons have placed upon ourselves. And we finally have a man in 2020 breaking down that gender barrier. And people are upset. People are upset because we haven't had it for so damn long. Anyways, I'm going to throw on some Vichy 89 Daily Booster. It is skin fortifying minerals. My skin loves me some minerals. All you need is like a couple drops. It does go a long way and absorbs into the skin very nicely. I'm just gonna throw it on here. So, like, in all honesty, the people calling him mentally ill and making fun of him are just so insecure with their own selves because they don't have the courage or the audacity or the anything really to take that step and really push the normals and or not normals. It's just so... It's sad to see that a man can't do something without being criticized by the thousands, calling him mentally ill. To me, it's just disgusting. Like, we live in a world where this kind of stuff is still existing, but in the 80s, it was okay. In the 30, 40 years ago, this type of thing was normal. This shit was normal. But today, it's only normal for, I guess, drag queens or that type of deal. The LGBT community to wear dresses or dress up. That's so far from the truth, you guys. If you're a straight man and you're just, like, half confused or find it slightly disturbing that Harry Styles, a straight man, is wearing a dress on Vogue, I'm not gonna sit here and diminish how you feel, but you're wrong. You, sir, are wrong. Or woman, because there's a bunch of straight women freaking out about this too. There's straight women freaking out about this as well. But just because he's embracing his femininity doesn't mean you are any less masculine. Just as if you were to put on that dress and go on Vogue, you wouldn't be any less masculine than you were before. And for those of you obviously seeing that I'm having trouble trying to open this Sunday Riley, guys, this is so irritating. This is like the #1 skincare product that I just can't open. Like, it's so difficult to open. I don't know why. This stuff is not worth the money. This stuff is expensive. The packaging is mute. It sucks. But the product's okay. I like the product. Not worth the money, though. Not worth the money. I will say that this video can be thrown both ways. Women, don't be afraid to explore masculine stuff. Like, we from childbirth have always been told what men or boys and girls should do and what boys and girls shouldn't do. What makes a boy and what makes a girl. We gotta stop doing that because we're damaging. We are damaging our future generations as a society. We are damaging them, and there's gonna be more issues down the line if we don't have Harry Styles doing this. We don't have Harry Styles pushing the envelope. We need more men figures pushing that envelope that are not necessarily LGBTQ orientated. We need more. Again, back in the day, we had a whole slew, not just gay men, but there was a whole slew of straights. Alice Cooper, we had Ozzy Osbourne, we had all these people dressing up in women's fashion, but they weren't getting the hate that Harry Styles is. Sure, they weren't wearing dresses on stage or being on the cover of Vogue, but when we don't have a person doing that type of, like, we don't have men pushing the envelope anymore because it's very frowned upon from men to see other men do things that they wouldn't do. They see it as mentally ill. They see it as a threat to their masculinity. And there's no threat. There's no threat. There's no threat. You're still gonna have a big ding dong. You're still gonna have your balls. You're still gonna have everything that makes you a man, or anything that you think makes you a man. You're still gonna have it. There's nothing diminishing that. And I think men are afraid of their masculinity being diminished, but there's nothing to be worried about because you're still gonna have it. It's still gonna be at 100%. Whew. But real quick, with all of this being said, I am gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna throw on some Elta MD skincare with UV Daily Tinted SPF 40. Great sunscreen. Pretty much the only tinted sunscreen I will use, and it is like running on bare bones, and I'm just so sad because I don't want it to disappear. I don't want it to disappear, but here we are, and it's disappearing on my face. Anyways, you guys. Or girls. Anyway, y'all. I hope you guys understood what I've been getting at. This video, there's nothing wrong with embracing a little of either spectrum of masculinity or femininity from either side. Remember that. There's nothing wrong with it. It does not make you mentally ill. There's nothing mentally ill about breaking down that gender barrier that's been up since the decade, like, since time has existed, basically. So, that being said, I'm gonna rub the rest of this amazing tinted sunscreen into my face, and then I'm gonna show you lovely people my outfit of the day. Alrighty, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And I hope you guys enjoyed the outfit of the day. I'm wearing some Lady Gaga merch. Got my Michael Kors, my Denier leather, and some super snazzy sneakers. So with all this being said, I love you guys so, so much. If you enjoyed what you've seen today, please like, share with your friends and family, comment to me any type of opinions you have on today's subject or outfit, and subscribe if you are new. And I'll see you beautiful faces in my next video. Bye!
I think it was good. I don't I'm done. I'm done.
Oh, no, show's over. Show's over.